A year-round, not-for-profit kids museum in the city.
Finally tonight, the words of television entrepreneur Ted Turner. Turner owns an Atlanta television station and the cable news network. He has been known to say some very interesting things, and today was no exception as he let go at a speech before the Newspaper Association. Among other things, Turner says the world is living with outmoded rules, the 10 Commandments. He says commandments are out, and he, Ted Turner, has 10 rules of his own the world should follow. And just as soon as Ted parts Lake Michigan, we'll pass those along to you. That's the news this Thursday.
We thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Dominic's has the lowest price of the year on crisp Jonathan apples at a very special sale price of 48 cents a 3-pound bag. Plus, Dominic's is having a half price happening on Heritage House Soda in 2-liter bottles at just 49 cents each. And Eckrich smoked sausage or Polska kielbasa is half priced at just $1.44 a pound. Even Dominic's windshield washer solvent is half priced at just 59 cents a gallon. At Dominic's, no one knows half price savings like we do.
The remaining 89 Dodges are clearing out fast, making room for our big 1990 announcement celebration because the 90s are here. And now's the time for a great deal on a full lineup of Dodge cars, or get a great deal on a Ram Tough pickup. Plus great deals on 40 Dodge imports. So see your Dodge dealer now, because with deals, 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 like these, everyone will want one.
The announcement celebration at your Dodge dealer, where the spirit always shows.
Mancuso hunts down an agent-killing drug lord Friday.
The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson will return tomorrow night at this time. Now stay tuned to the Comedy Store 15th Class Reunion Special.
Okay, this will be fine. This will be fine. Stop. Stop. I mean, hurry. Keep the change.
No, I'm on the show. I'm late. Come here. I'm late. I'm late. The show's starting. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Open. Oh, there. I have to get in. I'm late. Hi. Hi. I'm got it. In the main room? Hi. Hi. How are you? Fine. Hi.
Where are you? Okay, where are they? There's nobody in there. There's nobody in there. Where are they? Where's the show? Where's the reunion?
Hi. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Where's the reunion?
Reunion.
Where is it? Where's the comedians?
Yes,
the show?
yes,
Ha-ha.
yes, yes.
Ha-ha,
Yes.
comedians.
Ha-ha.
Where?
Yes.
Where? The amphitheater.
Yes.
So that's very misleading. That sign can be turned off. It makes it seem as if it's here. Turn off that sign.
No.
Turn it off.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes.
No.
You don't turn it off. I'm going to turn it off myself. I'll turn it off. There. I missed it. I probably missed it. Whoa. Shit. Whoa. I broke it.
Comedy Store's 15th year class reunion. Starring Jeff Altman, Louis Anderson, Arsenio Hall, David Letterman, Howie Mandel, Richard Pryor, Paul Rodriguez, Pauly Shore, Jimmy Walker, and Robin Williams. The Comedy Store's 15th year class reunion will continue.
Carrie is so very...
different. It doesn't feel like ordinary lotion. It's concentrated.
Carrie is so very...
recommended by many dermatologists. So I'll pay more for Carrie.
Carrie is so very...
The pain was everywhere. The doctor said there was no serious damage. He gave me a different medicine, Inuprin. Worked great. Know what else? For my tough headaches, 2 Nuprins stop headache pain better than extra-strength Tylenol.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
I want to taste.
If you want to taste something truly sensational, just look for the NutraSweet Swirl.
Oh, you start me up. Don't ever quit. NutraSweet's the one. Give me just a little bit. Ooh, I need a taste of NutraSweet. Give me just a taste.
NutraSweet. Why so many things taste so good.
GMC Truck now offers proof that actions speak louder. It's Action Cash with $1,000 cash back on S15 pickups or $1,250 cash back on S15 Jimmys. Available both on new 89 and 90 models. Or choose low APR GMAC financing. So don't miss Action Cash at GMC Truck. You'll have a very good reaction.
GMC Truck.
It's not just a truck anymore. GMC Truck.
At those fancy, high-priced shopping centers, you'll find lush tropical plants, dribbling fountains, and pools. At the Factory Outlet Center, you'll find a no-frills mall with 110 outstanding stores, great merchandise, and exciting factory-direct prices. Now, who pays for the showy plants and fountains at the fancy malls? You do. It's a jungle out there. Don't throw your money to the beasts. Shop the Factory Outlet Center, I-94 and Highway 50, Kenosha.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pauly Shore.
What's going on?
Oh, the Louis Belton Band, man. Tonight on stage, you're going to see the best. The best, man. Are you guys ready for your party? I don't want to bum you guys out, but here comes Mr. David Letterman.
I get a call from Brandon Tartikoff, who is the president of NBC, fill in the blank. President of Vaughn's. We don't know what the guy does. So my assistant says, Dave, will you take the call? And I said, of course. So I slipped on my pants. I picked up the phone. And Brandon says, hello, Regis? And I said, yes. He said, you know, Mitzi Shore, the owner of the Comedy Store and has been since 1974. And I said, excuse me, right there, Brandon, is this entire conversation going to rhyme? And he said, no, it's not really. He says, they're doing a, excuse me 1 minute. How about a hand for this guy, ladies and gentlemen? So he says, you know, Mitzi, the woman who runs the Comedy Store, is putting together a television show saluting 15 years of being in business. And we know that you were a part of the Comedy Store, and you used to work there night after night for about 5 years, from 75 through 80, and you would come into a dark, smoke-filled room, and you'd try out your goofy little jokes and stuff in front of drunk people. And he said, Mitzi and I would really like you to be part of this television show. And after listening to what Brandon had to say, the only way I could respond was by saying, do I have to? So, ladies and gentlemen, now at this time, I'm going to do for you some really old material. Do me a favor, just play along. Earlier today, I needed to go to the supermarket to buy my dog some dog food. I get in my car, I'm driving down the highway, and I'm behind a garbage truck. I know you're saying to yourself, Dave, it's Sunday, there was no garbage truck. I know. There's a sign on the rear end of the truck that says, vehicle makes frequent stops, do not follow. Well, there you go. Another one of life's simple pleasures ruined by a meddling bureaucracy. So anyway, I get the dog food, and it's this Alpo stuff, and the label on the can, it says new improved flavor. Well, how'd you like to be the guy that gets to make that determination? What do we got, prisoners tasting this stuff? So then, are you going to be there all damn night? What the hell are you doing? What is your name? Lance. Lance, ladies and gentlemen. Lance. So on the label it says, with a certain degree of pride, it says, this product contains this, and not a speck of cereal on the dog food. They're very, very proud of this. They want to point this out. Not a speck of cereal. Now, my dog spends his day rooting through garbage and drinking out of the toilet. Chances are he's not going to mind a speck of cereal. You know, it's just... The other great sign, if you ever buy anything called Nitol, it's an over-the-counter sleeping preparation, and they give you the directions for taking this stuff, and it tells you whatever the recommended dosage is, like you care. And then there's a little word of caution that says, do not operate heavy machinery. All right. Okay, let's think about that for a second, shall we? Gets to be about midnight, 12:30 or so. You're exhausted. You've had a hard day. You'd like to go to bed. You slip on your pajamas, take a couple of sleeping pills, and you go outside, fire up the bulldozer, level off a couple acres before you turn in. All right, I have here in my back pocket tonight's top 10 list. From the home office in Lincoln, Nebraska, tonight's category, top 10 reasons the Comedy Store has been so successful. Top 10 reasons the Comedy Store has been so successful. Louie, are you ready? Thank you. Number 10, Marines on leave under mistaken impression Comedy Store is a topless bar. Number 9, Americans can't seem to get enough lame jokes about flying 7-Elevens and the difference between New York and L.A. Number 8, it's freeway close. Number 7, comics provide delicate balance of embarrassing vulgarities and where you from ad-libs. Number 6, Golden Sunset Boulevard location impossible to screw up. I wish I was down there with you. Number 5, in 1970s, customers never tired of impressions of Fantasy Island's beloved tattoo. Number 4, and you're just going to have to take my word for this one. Number 4, tourists drawn to Comedy Store to glimpse, perhaps photograph, curious hairstyles favored by owner. Number 3, diet-conscious customers actually prefer high water, low alcohol ratio in Comedy Store cocktails. Number 2, widespread obsession-like curiosity about Gabe Kaplan. And the number 1 reason the Comedy Store has been so darn successful, families believe no price too high for the opportunity to watch Robin Williams touch himself.
Coming up next, Jeff Altman, Jimmy Walker, and Richard Pryor.
Everything now that I've been lucky enough to secure can be directly traced to my appearances at the Comedy Store.
This salesman orders turkey salad, no mayo. I give him new Kraft cholesterol free. He likes it so much he gives me his latest item. I think these are me, don't you?
New Kraft. Great taste. No cholesterol.
What a childhood. My uncle's dying wish. He wanted me on his lap. He was in the electric chair.
I don't plan to grow old gracefully either. I plan to have facelifts till my ears meet.
I am a living example of Dianetics.
George Bush has only been president for a few short months, and already his wife is on the dollar bill.
Unconventional, unpredictable, uncontrollably funny. Comedy. Nobody brings it home like HBO.
I gotta stop thinking about Fifth Avenue candy bars. Those crunchy layers of peanut butter, that Hershey's pure milk chocolate. No, no more. I'm cured. Oh, no.
Fifth Avenue. It's everything it's cracked up to be.
Would you still love him if he traded in his Eagle Premier?
Do you plan to trade in your Eagle Premier?
No.
Then why even ask?
I hear your Eagle Premier has more room than a lot of other European sedans.
It has more room than any car in its class.
More room than any car in its class?
There must be an echo in here.
He lost his mother and his way, but he never lost his will to survive. What he found can only be seen through the eyes of the bear. The most unique adventure story ever filmed. The Bear. Rated PG.
Starts tomorrow at a theater near you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Altman.
That's enough of that crap.
Woo! I don't know what it is here tonight, my friends. I don't know what it is. I feel something. The lights are hitting me on my head. It must be the power of God. I said, hey, Chevrolet, show who you got. The power of God. I am so sick of these guys. I've had it up to here with evangelism, man. But they finally caught up, though, with Swaggart, though, didn't they? Swaggart. I am so sorry. But the nookie was so good. And now Jerry Falwell. Jerry Falwell's real mad at Jim Baker because Baker's been getting all the attention. He had a little hips problem, remember? So every chance now Falwell gets, he tries to disparage him. I saw him on CNN a few nights ago. He's, you know, I've talked to a number of men in the PTL who have told me personally that they have seen Jim Baker give them a homosexual look. A homosexual look. Not a hug, not a kiss, just a look. Can you imagine that? Baker's in the middle of preaching. I need money. Tammy needs money. We all need money.
You know, there's some big old boy sitting out there going, hey, I believe that baker boy is looking right at me.
Oh, I wish my dad were here tonight. Yeah. You know, dads, boy, they change as they get older. You notice, as your dad gets older, the pants go in one of two directions, right? They either go like this.
Is there any mail? Somebody left the cap off the cheese whiz.
Or in the case of my dad, these things just started creeping up on him, man. By the time he was 65, it was just a belt and a head. And he would get mad. He'd get so mad. He'd be sitting there at the dinner table. He'd start shaking and going nuts. Coffee would come shooting out of his nose, you know. And I'd threaten him with strange. I always tell him he wanted me to pursue an academic career. I'd always threaten him. I'd say, you'd be sitting at the dinner table and say,
Dad, I'm thinking of dropping out and being a comic.
he'd just flip out. Look, hey, come here. Listen, you little, come here, buddy boy. I'll flip you like a cheese omelet, pal. That's right. I'll hit you so hard your kids will be born dizzy. Come here, I'll knock you into next week. Why, I'll beat you like a rented mule.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Walker.
Thank you very much. It's very interesting. I love when I come to LA because what happens to you is when you work a room like this, people just kind of walk up to you and talk to you like they know you. Really had a guy walk up to me outside today and says, Jim, how come black people don't have tattoos? I said, you ever seen skywriting at night? It's amazing. And the country's going insane. I'm checking out what's happening. I'm checking out this Lebanese thing. I'm irritated about this. These hostages being taken to Lebanon. You know what I want to know? I want to know, what are these people doing there in the first place? You know what I'm talking about? About 7, 8 years ago, the Lebanese people said, Americans, do not come here. We hate you. We will torture and kill you. I took this as a sign not to go there. Really, where's the first place Americans go for vacation? Let's go to Lebanon. People who will not go to a ghetto in their own neighborhood will go to Lebanon. Really, when you get to customs, they stamp on your passport, hostage. The hell are you doing there, man? Country's going insane, unbelievable, man. Every time I turn around, there's another war, there's another breaker. Did y'all read about this? More violence in Northern Ireland, y'all. Protestants against Catholics, more violence, Protestants against Catholics. This just goes to show that in a country without any blacks, Jews, or Mexicans, people can improvise. Man. Things going on. I don't know if you guys read about this. This is in the news. Drug testing at the post office. Can you believe that? Drug testing at the post office. One drug they won't find is speed. Thank you. Good night. Have a good evening. Thank you very much. Right now, it is my pleasure to introduce a young man that I've known for almost 20 years. It's quite incredible. It doesn't seem that long, but it has been. A young man that many of you have known. I've known him through thick and thin, really much better through the thin, but he's very thick now, and I'm very happy to introduce him. And he's one of the legends here at the Comedy Store, one of the living legends of comedy. Please let us give a big round of applause to Mr. Richard Pryor.
Yeah. How you doing? I was on, about a few months ago, I was on Tonight Show, right? And I was talking to Johnny Carson. He's my pal, kind of buddy, kind of. You know, I was sitting there, I was just talking regular. I said, you know, Johnny, I got to go to the doctor because I can't see out of his eye and it's going blind, you know. So I'm going to the hospital, losing weight and stuff. I can't gain it back. And then the next day, this lady from the newspaper called one of my ex-wives and said, what do you think's wrong with Richard? She said, I think he has AIDS. Guaranteeing that I will not get no sex to the year 2025. So I went to a place in Minnesota. It's great, it's like 800 doctors there. And they all get the same amount of money, so you don't have to worry about them. If you say it's your eye, they don't go working on your elbow, a little extra. And you get all this examination from head to toe, you know, and they take your blood and they see, they check you for AIDS. They say, you know, if you got it, I got to tell somebody. You know, I said, what, who? What if I have what? I said, no, AIDS test, you got to get it, and we have to report it if you get it. I said, when will you know? I said, tomorrow. So I didn't sleep that night. You know, I didn't. I really said, maybe you know. It's hard to remember who you had sex with in the last 8 years if you've been married 5 times. I bought a car for a 22-year-old kid. I bought a car. And it's a Testarossa, right? I walked in the store, it was black, and it was in a showroom, and it was beautiful. You know, it was like, I said, oh my God. You know, and it was like it spoke to me, you know, and I got in it, you know, the guy said, sit down, sit down. I sat, you know, and it was like warm, you know. It was like a woman was saying, come, sit right here, you know. I drove to Vegas, you know, I went to second. I went to third, and you could feel the stuff come up your legs, you know. Oh, yeah, I went to fourth, it's good feeling, oh, goodness gracious, you know, and passing the car, and I was going crazy, man. I never looked at the speedometer, but I knew I was flying because the car was just, and I remember in my mind saying to myself, I feel like James Dean, you know, and a voice said to me, didn't James Dean die in a car wreck? And I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop the car from going. I prayed my foot off the gas. I said, please, God, please don't kill me now. You didn't let me kill myself in the fire. Don't kill me now in this car. And I just prayed my foot off the gas and let it coast for about 7 miles till it got down to about 20 miles an hour. And I pulled over the side of the road, and a police car went by. Whoa! And someone said, he's after you. And I saw the police car do a 180 and come back, and the cop's hat was all sideways. The gun was around like this. He said, well, you got a double cam flanger here. And a 16-cylinder blown thing going. And the guy, he looked, you know, I knew he didn't know me, and then he looked and said, you Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Thank you very much.
Coming up next, Louis Anderson and Howie Mandel.
I was on vacation in 1979. I was on a business trip in Los Angeles, and it happened to be amateur night, and I was at the Comedy Store like a tourist, and they dared me to get up, and I got up, and I have no idea what I did, but there was a guy in the audience by the name of George Foster, who was the producer of a comedy game show called Make Me Laugh at that time, who asked me if I was interested in doing television. I said yes, and he was right there. I thought it was a joke, and he put me on to Make Me Laugh, and I did 15 episodes of that, and that's where I started.
Dad had to leave all of a sudden for this big party in Paris. But I made sure he didn't miss anything back here.
Facts in the article about the baseball game with your dad?
Sure am.
Billy, great news on the game.
I'm really proud of you.
This is Tim Harris. I'm standing at the Plaza.
I just saw you on TV.
What do you think?
I think you need an assistant about 4'3".
AT&T Long Distance. No one else gives you this remarkable power to manage your world. No one.
Thank you for using AT&T.
Cold filtered. Never heat pasteurized. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its smooth, real draft beer taste, the world is a very cool place. So tap into the cold. Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft.
Joanne McInerney is a very sensible person. She wears sensible clothes, prefers sensible styles. She even drives a sensible car. So it makes sense she shops at Eagle. With 5-star meats and produce guaranteed fresh, plus hundreds of bag-filling prices every week, she can afford to stock up on all her favorite sensible foods.
Something strange is happening at your Nissan dealer, something completely beyond our control.
I really want the 240SX, but I gotta have a better price.
Why not?
Well, that's it. That's my final offer on the Sentra.
Sounds good to me.
Can you do better on the Maxima?
I can do better. It's the Nissan Full Moon Sales Event, and when it comes to making great deals, your Nissan dealer just can't help himself. So come in now and ask for the moon. You just might get it. You got it. Hurry. The Nissan Full Moon Sales Event ends November 5th.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Tonight on Late Night, Bobby McFerrin. Race car driver Danny Sullivan. And Mel Gibson does magic tricks for Dave. Then stay up later and catch Andrea Martin with Bob Costas. This is a great show.
I guess some people like it, but who would they be? Late night bums or something would be up that late.
Lowest prices of the season. I want a whole new wardrobe.
If you're listening, Mom, 2 boom boxes.
A new suit. Lowest prices of the season make that 2 new suits.
A new sofa. Lowest prices of the season. Oh, what the heck? A pair of lamps. Oh, did I mention shoes?
Okay, 1 boom box. We'll share.
Carson's anniversary sale. The lowest prices of the season. Everything you always wanted in a sale and more.
A big boom box. Accessories. A rug.
A couple of ties.
Tradition goes on. Polo by Ralph Lauren. These classic thoroughbred mugs, your gift with every Polo purchase of $24.50 or more. Available at Carson Peary Scott.
Most car accidents happen in a showroom. People buy the wrong car. They want a car as quick as a Saab, as roomy as a Saab, as safe as a Saab, as reasonably priced as a Saab. But they don't test drive a Saab. Don't buy the wrong car. Visit your Saab dealer for a test drive. It's fun, it's free, and there's no risk involved.
See your Chicagoland Saab dealer for 9.9% financing today.
That girl. Jack A wants to double your pleasure Sunday.
Welcome back to the Comedy Store's 15th year class reunion. Ladies and gentlemen, Howie Mandel. And now, Louis Anderson.
Thank you. You know, in Minnesota, people do that Lulu thing, too. My mom was there once. Minnesota? Can I get a ride home with you? No, my mom heard that once, and she goes, why are they booing you? And I went, just shut up, would you? My mom is very funny. She just called. She calls before anything I do. Does your mom ever do these calls where she calls you and it's over as soon as you... Hi. Oh, hi. Well, I was just over at Woolworth's and then I went over to that yarn shop, got a hat for Janet's daughter, and then went by that store, you know, where the girl who works there, she lives down the street, her dog limps, that girl. And then I was driving the car, and you know that clutch, I asked your father to fix it. You know, it just doesn't work right. And I shifted over to that right, you know where that little place is I spilled that time, and it went in there, and the electrical doesn't work now. And then we went by that fence, you know, they need to paint the garages open. There's that little table I want in there. And then I went by the grocery store, and I got a 3-pound roast. There's no fat on it at all. It's beautiful. Found some radishes the color of a fire engine. I couldn't believe it. I said to the produce guy, you know the guy with the one eye patch over it? His daughter's PG, you know the one I mean? You want to talk to your father? You ever have your dad pick up? Yeah, hi. Yeah, how's the car? Yeah, good. All right, here's your mother. My dad was mean. He would say things, but never words. It was all sounds if he was mad about something. Or if you were looking at him, you know, you're a kid and you're all excited just out there and he's working on the car and just looking, you want to say something, you look at him. What? Nothing, I don't know. And you know, you grow up and you think, oh, I'm never going to be like that. What? So I'm going to look at cars because I have to get a new car, because out in California you have to get a new car. People say it to you, you should get a new car. Really? What's wrong? Huh? It's true. You go. I never buy anything I weigh more than. Thank you very much.
Coming up next, Arsenio Hall and Paul Rodriguez.
I started working in 1980. I had gone for a couple of times as an amateur night, but in 1980 I became a regular, man. And you know, once you're regular there, it's a status symbol.
There's something elemental in us all, a basic need to seek out for ourselves a quiet place. Oshkosh now makes clothing for that search. Clothing that brings together the soul of both nature and man. Rugged, comfortable, enduring. Celebrate your natural instincts in Oshkosh Sportswear. Now available at Sears.
Our only clue was an old picture of a restaurant in Paris where Tim's parents got married. Tim got called to Paris to cover the bicentennial. Instead of missing his folks' 50th anniversary, we came up with a plan. Find the restaurant. So maybe pull this thing off.
Okay, go ahead and give her a kiss. Great, happy.
I'm so glad you made that call.
AT&T Long Distance. No one else gives you this remarkable power to manage your world. No one.
Thank you for using AT&T.
Your Chicagoland Pontiac dealers are out to sell 1,000 new Pontiacs in just 5 days. How will they do this? By offering each dealer's posted bottom line price and up to $1,000 cash back or special financing. And if that's not enough, if you buy a new Pontiac by 9 p.m. on Monday, October 30th, you'll also get a transportable car phone. But you'll have to hurry because when the 30th comes, it's over. Only at your Chicagoland Northwestern Indiana Pontiac dealers.
There's more to Courtesy Home Centers than just low prices. You'll find friendly, knowledgeable service people, too. And that means value.
This week's specials add the beauty of Armstrong's textured ceiling panels in your home. Sound-absorbing, fire retardant from only 25 cents a square foot. Save up to 50% on Elger's new Color Burst faucets. Installs without tools, lifetime limited warranty, only $39.95.
So when you need help, count on Courtesy. Courtesy cares for customers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenio Hall.
How you doing? Could I just speak to the white people just for a minute? Just to the white people and black people, talk amongst yourselves just for a second. I'm serious. This is important. Elvis is dead, damn it. Y'all hear me? I'm tired of y'all. Get into Luther Vandross or somebody. Elvis is gone. I see y'all on TV. I saw Elvis in the mall. It was that Haagen-Dazs. He had Rocky Road all over it. Well, I'm in a good mood myself. I just bought a house. I bought a house that's next door to Jim Brown. Really, it's great because, like, I know if I don't have a date, at some point during the evening, Jim gonna throw somebody out the window. Like, throw over here, Jim! In the bushes, man! Because I know Jim is sitting up there with a couple light beers, talking to Ike Turner. Yeah, you know, you should have threw Tina out the window, man. Yeah, 80 years old wearing that mini skirt. You gotta throw a woman out the window every now and then, you know? Did you read where Lionel's woman beat him up? And he deserved it? Yes, indeed. She caught him over in Beverly Hills. I'm your lady. What you doing in here with this penny lover dancing on the ceiling all night long? And he called the police and told them that his woman hit him in the stomach. Now, that's amazing. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. If you, fellas, if my woman whips my butt, I'm not telling nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna make up a lie or something. I'll be like, yeah, it was outrageous, man. I was in a bar, you know, and I called Mike Tyson the sissy, you know. And we got into a little thing, you know, the fisticuffs. Did he scratch you, Lionel? Yeah, he scratched me in my face. He had Lee nails all in my face and everything, you know. She put a hurting on him. Actually, the good fight would be Mike Tyson and Brenda Ritchie. Just right before she goes in the ring, whisper to her, you know, I think Mike Tyson and Lionel sleeping together. And Mike be, hey, get this woman away from me, man. Because Mike's fights are too quick for me. Because he already don't give you no pomp and circumstance, no glitter and glamour. You know, like Macho Camacho has like Cher's blouse and shorts on, you know, and the pips in back, and he's like, Macho time, hey, Macho time, you know, and it's exciting. Mike comes out, he only wants to kill. No socks, no robe. Where the man at? Is this him right here? No, that's Don King. Okay, where's the one I'm at? I'm supposed to fight. They need a separate division for him, you know, where he fights like animals. Right? You know, like put Mike with an elephant. Mike right. Basically, I found the elephant was much quicker than I thought elephants would be. God bless you. Good night. God bless you. Thank you. Yes. I asked the producer if I could do this one, because this gentleman is very, very special. I saw him at a disco here in L.A. a long time ago. He would go in and ask them if he could perform, and they would stop the music and put him on. And when you can make Mexicans stop dancing and listen to a comedian, I knew the boy was bad. Ladies and gentlemen, your own Mr. Paul Rodriguez.
I don't know. I must be getting old. Everybody's talking about gangs. I must be getting old because when I was growing up, we had drive-by shouting. Oye, mira, mami, dame algo. Dame, ¿qué? I don't know whatever made us say that to girls. Like some girl's gonna stop and go, yes, I want an unemployed dude who hollers to me. I think that would be the right move in my life, to go with someone who's waiting for the bus. Personally, all these gangs and everything, I was in a gang. I was in a gang in East LA, a bad gang. I was in a gang called the Warlords. Yeah, our rivals was a Jewish gang across the tracks. They were the landlords. Well, as far as drugs is concerned, I'll be honest, I grew among a lot of people who abuse drugs. I saw the effects of drugs. I've never had a problem, really. I said, I don't think I want to lie down and throw up on myself. It deterred me right away. I see people on the news, parents. You hear parents who say, well, I had no idea my child was involved with drugs. I say, if the kid is 13 and he owns a Porsche 911, if he's got a picture of Manuel Noriega autographed in his room, could be if he makes the last house payment, possibly. My father put an end to my drug use. See, I had a friend named Augie who one time came over to the house to deliver a joint. And his parents smoked pot. It was a common thing. My parents didn't, so he comes over, he knocks on the door. My dad opens the door and he goes, yeah, can I help you? And my friend Augie goes, yeah, is Paul here? I got something for him. And my dad said, no, he's not here. He says, well, is it cool? My dad says, it's January, it's a little nippy, yeah? He says, well, all right, give Paul this. Tell him it's Sensemilla, the good stuff. Tell him I tried to get him butts, but all I had was shake, so here. My dad doesn't know what the hell that means. Shake, butts, what? Is he drinking beer and chewing this? What's he doing? Comes into my room. When I come home, he comes into my room, he goes, hey, Paul. I said, yeah, Dad. He says, is it cool? And if you notice, the Surgeon General on the other day, everything nowadays, we must be the most unfortunate generation of all time. Because everything nowadays that tastes good or feels good could kill you. Everything, too much sugar, bad for your diabetes, too much salt, gives you blood pressure, you drive the freeway here, you get shot. Sex is deadly now. I don't even touch myself because I know where my hands have been. Apparently the only thing that's healthy now that won't kill you is bowling. That's it. That's a stupid sport, but I'm going to continue to do it because where else but in a bowling alley can you get a pair of shoes for 50 cents? You scrub the number 8 off the heel, you talking Christmas gifts here. Thank you very much. You're wonderful. Thank you. Happy anniversary, Comedy Store.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Shandling.
When I first started here at the Comedy Store, which was on amateur night, and I did like 5 minutes of material, and then Mitzi Shore, the owner of the Comedy Store, of course, watches you do your 5 minutes and then either invites you back to go on during the week. I worked amateur nights for about 7 years. 7 years. 7 long, hard years before I even sort of broke into working at the Comedy Store. And finally, I got my photo up, and Mitzi's still frankly trying to pry it off the wall.
Coming up next, Robin Williams.
Everything's set for tonight, Mr. Trump.
I wonder what Trump's game is this time.
Trump's got a new game. Hey, Trump's got a new deal.
What's your game, Donald?
Heard about Trump's new deal? What? What?
Trump has a new game. What is it?
Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump. Is it an airline? A new convention center? Mr. Trump. Is it a convention center? Mr. Trump, please.
My new game is Trump, the game.
Trump, the game where you deal for everything you ever wanted to own. Because it's not whether you win or lose, it's whether you win.
Yes!
Play Trump, the game, from Milton Bradley.
I think you'll like it.
It goes with the boys that play in the dirt. It goes with the joy. It goes with the hurt. It goes with the men you can't finish in. It's there when you lose, and there when you win. It's a piece of America. Share a little piece of America. Wrigley, it's a piece of America. Share a little piece of America.
Charlie, come here, boy.
Charlie!
It's getting late, son. Wow, we thought we lost him, mister.
He'll be all right. He's just a little tired and hungry.
Where'd you find him?
Out there.
Well, mister, I certainly...
Who was that man, Daddy?
I don't know, son. But I meant to thank you.
See your Chicagoland Jeep Eagle dealers, where you can expect the best.
Guess what? I don't have the keys.
I don't have them either.
The side door.
The gleam of a brass chandelier, not open.
The window?
The embrace of a comfortable chair. The 100 other details that make an Ethan Allen house so nice to come home to. If you ever get home. Maybe the garage.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a sale at your Ethan Allen Gallery.
Damn it, you're late! The hell's wrong with you? You think you can sneak back in? You think you can walk back in your fly open going, I'm all right? Just because you have a little pass. Ooh, Mr. Backstage. Wipe that off your nose. You're too old to be doing. Let's keep moving back. Let's make this man really work for his money. He's gone. Oh, man, it's just like the Olympics. Hello. It's really good to see that people really want to... Hello. Ooh, okay. And me without my lawyer. Oh, God. How are you? Thank you for wearing this. My God, somewhere there's a sofa going, I feel so cold. Let's go! Let's move it! Let's move it! Thank you! God, I feel like you're laying cord and you're going to set up some sort of mine, man. Isn't there any other thing you could be doing right now? Gosh, oh, leave him alone! Leave him alone! Let me cover him up for a moment, man. Here you are. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There you go. Ooh, all right, yeah. Hey, what happened? We talked the night before, they talked about religion. What is your conception of God? If you're like an ancient Greek, you believe that God could come down as a bull and go, I'm back. Or maybe you think that God is like, looks like maybe like Ralph Cramden and goes, wow! That's it, you're out of here! That's it, Armageddon, I'm taking the planet. Gosh, I don't know what they're going to use. There's an editor back there going, that's gone, that's gone. A lot of people, I ask them about solutions to the Middle East. Like you look like a young man. I could ask you, what do you think would be a solution to the Palestinian problem?
Let everyone have a home.
Thank you!
Give them all a place to eat and sleep and everyone's happy.
I hope that's not your real voice. Only in Beverly Hills and Hollywood would someone go, I have an act too. That's why I'm sitting in the front. I see that, it's okay. You realize you're going to get paid scale just like me. It's okay, though. You're not incognito anymore. You're not even in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Look! No! No, you're not! Oh, look! Junkies, transvestites, and pimps, oh my! Can you hand me my coat back? This is the way to go.
It's all right. It's okay.
No, I gotta go. Look at all these people. They're going for their cars like they still think they're there. Take care! Tell her to get the leather out! We gotta go! Good night.
One dry is brewed longer. One dry is brewed from the most expensive ingredients. One dry refreshes completely. One taste, and you'll know why. The one dry is Michelob Dry.
This young fella orders a turkey hero with mayo. His girlfriend says, cholesterol. I give him new Kraft cholesterol free. They love it. Then they invite me to their wedding. I don't have a thing to wear.
New Kraft. Great taste. No cholesterol.
Whenever I used to watch TV, my brother Tom would always flip me out. Then we got this Magnavox smart window TV that lets Tommy flip through all the channels. And I can keep watching what I want to.
Now I can see what I've been missing.
And that's quite a lot.
Leave those old wrenches on the shelf. Don't have to change the oil by yourself. We'll do the job in 10 minutes or less. When you're driving to an oil express, no need to call, no need to dirty your hands. We carry Quaker State and other brands. All makes of cars in 10 minutes or less. You'll love the service done by Oil Express.
Something strange is happening at your Nissan dealer, something completely beyond our control.
I really want the 240SX, but I gotta have a better price.
Why not?
Well, that's it. That's my final offer on the Sentra.
Sounds good to me.
Can you do better on the Maxima?
I can do better. It's the Nissan Full Moon Sales Event, and when it comes to making great deals, your Nissan dealer just can't help himself. So come in now and ask for the moon. You just might get it. You got it. Hurry. The Nissan Full Moon Sales Event ends November 5th.
Jackie is an ordinary waitress.
That's who?
Jackie is an extraordinary spot.
How do I do what I do?
Jackie is two twin sisters.
I am not. Oh, yes, you are.
Trading places to trap a two-timing man.
Did that make any sense?
It's a Wacky Jackie world premiere.
That girl.
Jackie wants to double your pleasure Sunday.
You know, there are a lot of things to feel good about around here, and we're happy to be one of them. Bank at the LaSalle banks and smile all the way to the bank.
GMC Truck now offers proof that actions speak louder. It's Action Cash with $1,000 cash back on S15 pickups or $1,250 cash back on S15 Jimmies. Available both on new 89 and 90 models. Or choose low APR GMAC financing. So don't miss Action Cash at GMC Truck. You'll have a very good reaction.
GMC Truck. It's not just a truck anymore.
GMC Truck.
In today's hotter running engines,
Wear is a greater problem than ever before. Oil breakdown can shorten the life of vital engine parts. That's why there's Castrol. Castrol provides maximum protection against viscosity and thermal breakdown. So use Castrol, because driving today can be a grind. Castrol, engineered for today's smaller cars.
Available at all Osco stores.
Mancuso hunts down an agent-killing drug lord Friday.
Hi, I'm Dave Letterman.
I'm Larry Bud Melman.
That's right, and tonight's show is a rerun.
Great. What will I do on the big show tonight?
Well, Larry, it's a rerun.
All right, then I'll get over the wardrobe to see what I'll be wearing.
Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Have you been hanging around glue again?
From New York, where the Bill Wendell Scholarship Program has awarded over $28,000 to deserving high school students with really deep voices. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Mel Gibson, 1988 IndyCar champ Danny Sullivan, and musician Bobby McFerrin. Plus me, Paul Schaefer, and the world's most dangerous band. And now, a man whose terrible cold didn't prevent him from sleeping in the bushes of the A&P last night, David Letterman.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Please, please vote for me in November, won't you? I thought this was kind of interesting. According to the New York Times today, George Bush, our president-elect, has now decided on his White House chief of staff. It will be Governor John H. Sununu of New Hampshire. Governor John H. Sununu of New Hampshire. He will become the first president in White House history whose name sounds like part of a knock-knock joke. First White House official in history. First, not the first president, first White House official. I've been out here less than a minute and I've screwed up the first joke. He will become the first White House official in history to be part of a knock-knock joke. Oh, never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now evidence that we're very close to the end of civilization.
Why?
Phil Donahue did his show the other day dressed in a skirt. Not only a skirt, a blouse, and a sweater. Phil Donahue, a married man, a grown man, an adult, at his own television show for nearly 20 years, dressed as a woman. Oddly enough, the topic of the show was the federal deficit. So we don't know... Sununu, ladies and gentlemen, will be part of a knock-knock joke. Stop it! Continental Airlines announced that they're raising their fares on 2/3 of their domestic flights. A Continental spokesman, however, said, good news, the increase in fare will have no effect on the same lousy service you've come accustomed to. Continental employees, is that what it is? Oh, this is staggering. I hate to bring this bad news to you, but the canned food industry has been jolted. Paul, they've been jolted, the canned food industry.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
oh, my
jolted
goodness.
by a major scandal yesterday in a simple ceremony in Oregon. Dinty Moore married his 13-year-old cousin. It's true. It's absolutely true. And you can see how an announcement like that would jolt the canned food industry. Ladies and gentlemen, on the program tonight, this is a pretty good show, isn't it? Is it, Art? Who told him? Who told him? On the program, Bobby McFerrin. Is he here?
Yes.
Yeah. Also on the program, 1988 IndyCar champion Danny Sullivan is here. Interesting, I was talking to Mr. Sullivan before the telecast, and he looked at me and he said, you know, Dave, it's good to be young and go very, very fast. I don't know what that means. And also, Mel Gibson was supposed to be here. And, of course, he will. You babies. The good friend Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen. Say hello to Paul Schaefer.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's try something.
What?
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock, who's there?
Sununu.
Sununu who?
See?
See.
He does sound like a knock, knock.
Oh, brother, I'm exhausted. I was up watching Winds of Remembrance last night. Winds, look out, there it is. This is the big blockbuster on ABC. It cost them $160 billion. Winds of Remembrance. Did you see it last night, Paul?
I missed last night's
Unbelievable. Ally McGraw and Larry Hagman were driving the atomic bomb cross country. They had been snooping around out there in New Mexico, the Manhattan Project, and they loaded it up into her station wagon and were driving it to Washington.
Wow. What episode was that?
What episode was that? Episode number 3. And it runs...
2 of 78 episodes.
Runs now through Labor Day.
Yeah.
Winds of Remembrance, ladies and gentlemen. Over there on ABC. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I may not even tell you what I'm annoyed about because I've whined about this for months and months and months now. Paul, you know it takes me a long time to get to work.
Absolutely does. Well, you live out